Hello ladies and gentlemen, Tevaron here and welcome back to Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair, where we are knee deep in the investigation. And we need to look around the rest of the warehouse. Apparently, there are other clues here, and there are other things we can interact with now. Like this MP3 player that we had conjectured was what was making the music when the warehouse was first kicked open by Akane here. This is an MP3 player. There's even a speaker plugged into it. But why is this here?
Maybe...
Yeah, it looks like that weird music was playing from there. You know, that music that was blaring when the fire started?
Yeah, you're right.
Looks like it's busted from getting drenched by the sprinklers. There's no mistaking it, that music was playing from that MP3 player.
I don't disagree with that, but why was the killer playing music from this? Alrighty. And the panels? Huh? There are a lot of tipped over Monokuma panels. The panel near the curtain in the back is tipped over and burned. Did the fire do that? But why are they scattered like this? The last time I came here, I seem to recall they were in a pile to the right? Yeah. They should have been neatly put away. Maybe we're the ones who made this mess. When we threw the bombs? Huh?
See?
Look, the tipped over panel by the entrance is really close to the door, right? So maybe the reason these panels are tipped over is... Oh my god, they were dominoes. The pieces are starting to come together. I'm not for certain how it all happened, but Nagito set this up. He did set this up. When she kicked the door open, all the Monokumas fell and then triggered something, maybe the lighter to start the fire? Huh. And it feels like he was clutching the end of that cord that's attached to the spear with his hand. I still don't know how the back of his hand isn't covered in blood, but maybe we'll figure that out as we keep going. Yeah, she kicked open the door. We get it, okay? Come on, hurry. Jesus Christ, we don't need to do this. Could it be, was that it?
Well?
And there's something else I've been wondering.
Hey.
These Monokuma panels are tipped over, starting from the entrance to the back of the warehouse, right? They seem to be lying on top of each other in a straight line. They were dominoes. Yeah, compared to the other tipped over panels, that line is the only one that's neat and orderly.
So...
Isn't this clearly strange? Strange, that means we can speculate that this was done intentionally. I'm getting excited, guys. This is great here. I like this. We gotta figure out how it was done. Everything else up until now has seemed pretty simple compared to this. This is great. Do you guys have anything further to add? Looks like this site is completely soaked because of the sprinkler. Even if there was an important clue here, we might not be able to notice it. But it's better than the warehouse burning to the ground. Good thing we were able to put out the fire. I still don't think you should have bothered. You had no vested interest in keeping this place from burning to the ground.
Hey.
But there was a lot of smoke. It's a good thing we didn't go inside when we were throwing the grenades.
You are right.
I agree. If we did, we would have been caught by the sprinklers and become all wet and soggy.
Miss Sonia's all wet. She's all drenched and soggy. Huh. Hey, you were thinking that, right? Huh?
No, maybe Kazuichi. I think you're confusing us with a certain pink-haired ultimate mechanic.
Of course not!
I wasn't thinking that at all.
Methinks he doth protest too much.
Say what? Why are you responding, Kazuichi? I was talking to Hajime. Whoa! You're screwing with me. Disgusting. Oh my, screwing? How lewd.
Yeah.
Hey! Please don't look at me with such fearful eyes. I only imagined it for a second.
Kazuichi, you should probably just keep your mouth shut already. I concur. Okay, well, let's get him over with.
Well, even though I did say I was going to friggin' kill him. Hey! There's no way I would have actually done it. I was just upset, you know.
Yeah, sure.
Jeez, you're pathetic.
We'll think about the countdown after we live through the class trial. Yeah, I agree with that. We gotta tackle what's in front of us. It looks like Sonia is focused on investigating the warehouse. Which reminds me, there's something I need to ask her about, what she was doing at the military base. Now that we've pretty much finished investigating Nagito's body, I think it's time to talk to her. Hey, Sonia? Do you have a minute? Yes? What is it? I want to talk to you about when that fake bomb Nagito set in the warehouse exploded.
Huh?
Right before it exploded, you said something like this, right? It is all right. It is not a bomb. Why did you know that the bombs were fake? Well, that's not all either. When we were looking for the bombs, why were you at the military base? I thought you were supposed to be searching the central island. Plus, when I called for you, you didn't come to the factory right away. Where were you and what were you doing during that time?
Oh my! It cannot be!
Do you suspect me? I don't. I think Hajime might, but I'm fairly well convinced at this point that Nagito rigged all of this on his own. It is a misunderstanding. I am not the killer. Jesus! Shit! You son of a bitch! Sonia?
I am sorry!
I am terribly sorry. I was panicking. Shall I grab your trouser snake now? No, not yet. I shall calm down and explain it to you why I was at the military base. When I first explored the final island, I discovered a vast amount of bombs there. What?
Well?
At first, I was worried that someone might use them for nefarious reasons if I announced it to everyone. So I kept silent the whole time. Does that mean when you heard Nagito planted bombs, you got suspicious and went to investigate them?
That is...
As I suspected, the bombs had disappeared. I thoroughly searched for them inside the military base, but the bombs were nowhere to be found. And because you were searching for them, you were late when we all gathered?
Please listen!
And because of that, I reached a conclusion. The bombs Nagito brought were from the military base, which means they were fake bombs. Oh, so you knew they were fakes all along? How did you find out that the bombs at the military base were fake? I suppose it's because all of the kids in her kingdom, her included, are forced to undergo a warfare class. Because I attempted to use one of them, or that. What?
I see.
I thought one of the bombs would be strong enough to blast open the door to the ancient ruin. At the time, I still believed the bombs were real. And I thought I could use one of them to gain entrance to the ancient ruin.
However, that plan was an utter failure.
But Usami helped you. I see her hiding in the vines over there.
The bomb was not real. It was merely a fireworks display. God damn it, all to hell!
I see. So that's why you're the only one who knew the bombs at the military base were fake.
I did. As did Monami as well. She was also secretly peeking at the bomb.
Well, not so secretly. She's fairly evident over there.
Which means...
If those bombs are the same ones that disappeared, it would mean Nagito took them. That is why I knew it was a fake.
However, I did think it was strange when Nagito blew up the hotel lobby.
Yes, he had a real bomb for that, that's for certain.
That bomb was real, and I could not stop thinking about it. But upon further reflection, that might have been Nagito's plan all along.
Yeah, provide evidence that he did have access to a bomb, so that we would believe that he had access to further bombs.
He showed us a real bomb to make us believe that the bombs he set were real as well.
If so, then Nagito's actions were extremely calculated. But the problem is his reason for doing it.
With this, I have explained everything.
Do you have a minute?
There should be no more reason for you to doubt me.
You're right. I got it. Thank you very much for explaining. Alright, I've pretty much finished looking for clues inside the warehouse. I was able to find some clues, but there are still so many things I don't understand yet.
Hold it.
You look worried.
Yeah, I am.
Well?
At a time like this, it might be good if you broaden your investigation range.
You mean it's good to investigate other places as well? Well, I definitely want to go back into the break room and check out what was going on there. Maybe we can figure out how the fire grenades were tampered with. She might be right. There are several things I've been wondering about besides the crime scene. The military base that Sonia mentioned, the plushie factory next door. Nezumi Castle, where the spear originally came from, that's a lot of places to go. At least we can look on the map and see the exclamation points. And Nagito's room too. Ah yes, Nagito's room. If I'm going to understand the reason for his actions, I need to know more about him.
I'm pretty sure the others have already finished investigating.
Can you hear me?
Hey, you guys, isn't it about time we leave this place and try exploring other areas too?
In response to Chiaki, the others gathered around her.
I see.
I agree. I was just thinking about proceeding to another area. It seems we had the same idea.
Huh?
But is it safe? There won't be anyone to guard the crime scene.
Yep.
We don't have a choice, there just aren't enough of us. Besides, we've investigated all we can here.
I guess you're right.
See?
Also, it looks like the clues we found aren't enough to piece this incident together. So, we need to search for them in other areas. Probably. Well, alternatively, if there aren't any clues in other areas either, we'll have to give up completely.
You don't really need to say that.
Hey!
Then it's okay if we leave this place? Sure. Guess I don't need to talk to Akane again. It's not like she's really going to be that helpful. There's no time for us to stand around. In order to survive, there's no other way except to do it. In order to survive, we need to find Nagito's killer. If we don't sacrifice that person, nobody can survive. That's our reality. That's why there's no time for us to stand around. Alrighty, well, the vast world of Jabberwock Island has opened to us, and yet we shall go right here, right in front of our faces. Can we get further information from the truck? Apparently the bombs that were stuffed in this truck were actually fireworks. Which reminds me, this truck looks like it came from the military base. Nagito must have brought it from there. Other than that, there's nothing in particular that catches my eye. Okay. Guess that's just, yeah, the manufacturing. Oh! Hello, Sonia.
My!
I have never seen so many Monokumas in all my life.
Well, Monokuma isn't exactly someone you would normally run into. Hopefully.
However...
While I was staring at all these Monokumas, a thought occurred to me.
Well?
The bomb that went off at the lobby might have been set up here.
Huh?
Do you have a minute? minute.
If you hide the bomb inside a Monokuma plushie, it would make a frightening weapon. Do you not think the group that is forcing us to kill each other would devise something like that? So you think all these plushies have bombs in them?
Amazing!
A plushie bomb is an act of terrorism.
All right.
Let us rip these apart right away so we can confirm it. I mean, we can rip one or two apart. We think that Nagito brought it from the final dead room from the Octagon? Hold on. If there was a bomb inside these, wouldn't it explode if we carelessly messed with it?
Easy as pie.
Either way, it is all gravy. All gravy? What the hell does that mean?
Enough already!
Stop! There's no bomb!
Hey,
You'll know if you just pick me up, see? All you'll feel is the soft weight of cotton.
I see.
You are right.
However...
Then where did Nagito obtain the bomb he used?
who knows?
I wonder. If I'm gonna give you guys a hint, then you should know it wasn't from the military base.
What?
To tell you the truth, the bombs there are all fakes.
Well, I mean, thanks for the confirmation, but Sonia already figured that out on her own.
Please wait.
I know that already. You should have said so earlier.
No.
Well, I thought if I kept quiet, it would foreshadow that a killing was going to happen. That's why I'm just now telling you for the first time. I feel relieved.
But if the bomb wasn't from the military base or this factory, then he brought it from the Octagon.
Well done.
I must say, you have a good eye there, Sonia. Putting a bomb inside one of my plushies seems like a splendid idea. Let's try it.
That is...
Did I say something I should not have said? Maybe. I don't think you gave him any ideas he didn't already have. I mean, we know all the Monokumas in the first game were rigged with bombs to explode, so... It's not your fault. Don't worry about it. Monokuma's account. That is novel. Can we... guess just the break room. The break room is on the other side of this door. This is where we obtain the fire grenades. Anything inside? There's nothing on the floor that looks like a clue, not even trash. Oh, so we can't go in there. Okay. Guess we're done here. Yes. But we still need to check out the military base, right? Outside, thank you very much. We got some exploring to do, folks. And mouse wiggling too, apparently. Save me from this tragedy. Not here? Here. There we go. Kazuichi, you got anything useful to say?
Man.
Damn it, this dangerous place is the reason all this messed up stuff is happening.
Hey!
Leaving guns out in the open is totally dangerous. Seriously, they gotta take better care of these.
It's easy to say that, but there's no one on this island who can do that. Okay, so he is once again not useful. Guess we need to look at everything. When I tried looking through the truck bed, it's empty, nothing's there. When I first came here, there was something on the truck bed, which means Sonia was telling the truth. Oh, so I guess that was the bombs?
However...
Right? Yeah. We don't have to repeat every single thing. Thank you very much. But did Nagito know the bombs weren't real? It's possible that he thought they were the real thing. Oh, never mind. He said as much in his video message. Yeah, he did. You know, game, it's enough to say it. You don't have to show it. Say, don't show. Yep, I got it. He knew the bombs were fake. He only did what he did to weed out the traitor. No, is that really it? Did Nagito only do that to expose the traitor? I wonder. Maybe there was a different motive behind his actions. Maybe? A huge supply of guns and other firearms are stuffed into the truck. Yeah, including at least 3 RPGs.
Whoa!
Yeah, I found it.
What did you find?
Huh?
Well, that truck bed over there has guns in it, but I also found stuff like...
A survival knife? Just like the one through Nagito's hand? Wait, that's... Isn't that the same type of knife that was stabbed through Nagito's right hand?
Maybe...
Which means that killer obtained the knife here.
All right!
So the killer is someone who visited this military base at least once.
That's everyone, though.
No, not me. This is the first time I've been here.
That sounds fishy. It does. I don't really suspect Kazuichi, though, but... If the bombs were fake, this might be fake, too. But I'm not brave enough to check for myself. Could we call for Monokuma and ask him? It's that dreadful helicopter, the one that executed Teru Teru. It doesn't have anything to do with the incident. Alright, so we're done, yes? Yes. And on we go. To Nezumi Castle. Hello, mice. Thank you for keeping Monokuma at bay. And Fuyuhiko as well.
Yo,
Look at that wall of spears. I guess it's obvious where the weapon came from. Yeah. A spear with a flashy ornament on it is hanging from the wall. This spear is definitely it, right?
I see.
Just as I thought, it looks exactly like the spear that killed Nagito. The same whip-like cord is attached to the handle and there's a weight at the end of it.
Also,
Plus, it looks like one of the spears on the wall is missing. There's no mistaking it. The killer took one of the spears and used it as a weapon. Spear of Gunya, huh? Monokuma would totally come up with a lame name like that. But why did the killer use the spear and a knife?
well, yeah.
Yeah, they could have just killed him with the knife and it would have been easier too. There's no way a spear like this with this unnecessary cord thing on it would be easy to use. Except it was necessary. It was part of his plan because he draped it over the girder so he could just let it go and let the spear stab him. And I guess the knife is so he could pin his free hand to the floor because his other limbs were tied. He needed the knife stabbed through his hand and then he could just jam it back into the ground and make it look like he was stuck there by someone else. I think that's correct. So it's looking like he set it up so that when the door got kicked open, it knocked over the Monokumas, which probably hit the lighter and caught the curtain on fire. It might have also turned on the MP3 player, but it's more likely that it was already just playing. At which point, Nagito knew that the curtain was on fire, and so he was able to let go of the cord and let the spear stab him and kill him. It makes perfect sense. The only question is, did he tamper with the fire grenades? Did he put accelerant or something in them? Yeah, it definitely looks hard to wield. But still, they chose this spear for a reason. What could that reason be? Yes? I feel a little tired. No matter how much I investigate, I don't feel any closer to the truth. That's probably why I feel this way. I'm feeling this strange feeling that I've never felt before. As if Nagito is trying to make us suffer even after he's died. That's probably the entire point of this whole exercise, knowing Nagito. Well, now's not the time to think about stupid things like that. I haven't even investigated his cottage yet. It's too early to start complaining. If we investigate that place, we might be able to find some kind of clue. You think he may have left a note? Alright, let's go. Let's go indeed. Let's see. Monokuma's with Chiaki? Or is that a hidden Monokuma? Can I? No, that's the actual Monokuma, apparently.
What's this?
No, my, you want to go inside Nagito's room too?
Hajime.
Yeah, you want to come with?
What are you gonna do?
I was just listening to Chiaki's request. She wants me to unlock the door to Nagito's cottage because she really needs it for the class trial. She begged me to do it while she was licking my black eye.
I didn't do that.
Boy, tough crowd.
Then do it. It's sweet because it's made of black beans.
Hey, we don't have time to mess around. Hurry up and unlock the damn door.
Fine, fine.
I guess I have no choice. I just gotta do that, right?
Now then. Fa-fa-ba-loose!
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye-bye!
See, I've opened the door. You can freely investigate now.
This isn't my first time seeing that, but why does the door open with a spell like that? Yeah, I've already stated my theory numerous times. I won't rehash it.
Perhaps.
Maybe the cottage key is computerized? Could very well be that as well.
Hey.
More importantly, let's go inside now that the door is open. Yeah, you're right. Hello? Is that Usami's treasure she said was stolen? So Nagito was living here. He's got a refrigerator in his room. How rude. Why don't we all have refrigerators in our room? What was he thinking inside this room? Crazy thoughts, obviously. What was he feeling as he spent his days in here? I can't even imagine. Wanting to see absolute hope, becoming despair so he could act as a stepping stone for the rest of us? Yeah, he's nuts. Or he was nuts. Past tense. No matter how much I think about it, I just don't understand him at all. I don't even know if he truly believed that. He was especially weird these past few days. What changed him? Maybe the clue to that might be hidden here as well? Maybe the books, the files that he got are here. Hey Chiaki. I suspect there is a Monokuma in here, and there is. Monokuma number 5.
No.
And also number 25. And that should be all of them. Forever and ever, amen. Chiaki? Our time for investigating is winding down.
So...
The bookshelf might take some time to investigate, so we should try examining some other areas first. Alright, like this. A fancy-looking treasure box covered in sparkling pink lights is totally standing out. Oh, could this be? Yeah, that's it. That's it. Thank you for the umpteenth flashback.
perhaps...
That treasure box. Chiaki, do you know about this?
Yep.
It's really cute. Oh, she was just reacting. This looks like Monami's stolen treasure box. If this is here, then that means the thief Monami was talking about was Nagito. But why would Nagito steal this? In order to find out, it might be a good idea to see what's inside.
Hold it.
Is it gonna be okay? It looks a little dangerous. It might be, but this could also be some kind of clue, you know? If this wasn't important, Nagito wouldn't have stolen it from Monami in the first place. Yeah, probably. I turned back toward the treasure box and cautiously opened the lid. Inside there was a notebook. Usami General Purpose Notebook? This is it? Why is a notebook inside this treasure box like it's something important? Read it. I took the notebook out of the treasure box and began leafing through it. It contained sloppy drawings as if they were drawn by children and entries that looked like chicken scratch. I was able to talk to everyone for the first time today. Bad guy? Is this Usami's diary? Day 1. I was able to talk to everyone for the first time today. Monokuma showed up and things turned bad. It's gotta be her diary. Day 2. Byakuya is the leader. A lot of things happened today, so everyone's tired. What is this, a diary? Looks like it. Did Monami write these? Probably. The pictures and entries totally suit her. I kept flipping through the pages. Day 3, Day 4, Day 5, page after page of poorly written entries continued on in the notebook. I don't really understand, but it looks like there aren't any clues here. And right when I was about to give up, my hand suddenly stopped on an entry titled Day 16. We've been in the funhouse for 3 days. Everyone's hungry and on edge. Hajime tried to go into the final dead room today. He's probably panicking because no one believes him. Huh?
Hey.
Hajime, did something happen? Oh, it's nothing.
Stop it!
Don't look at my notebook.
Whoa! From out of nowhere, Monami suddenly appeared and took the notebook out of my hand. Just a second, guys. I kinda hesitated to say this at first. But that was weird. Chiaki was the one that stopped us from going into the final dead room, right? I mean, that doesn't preclude that Usami knew about it as well somehow. But the most likely way she knew about it is because Chiaki told her, right? We've had evidence in the past too that Chiaki and Monami get along. Was the reason that Chiaki scanned her handbook so readily is because she actually is the traitor? You quote unquote traitor? She's also working for Future Foundation? That would definitely make sense in the role that she's played in this game. But it's not important right now, so let's proceed.
I won't forgive you.
I did ask you to look for my treasure box, but I never said you were allowed to peek inside. Geez, that was close. If I had come any later, he would have seen the inside of the notebook. Unfortunately, you were a little too late.
Huh?
But if this notebook is here, then Nagito was the thief?
No!
Betrayal! I was betrayed by my beloved student!
Yeah, I think you should probably change your assessment of him.
Hey.
Hey, that notebook, it's pretty much your diary, right? Diary? It seems that way.
Ta-da!
That's right, it's in my very important diary where all my maiden secrets are written.
Hey!
Hey, you're a liar.
Ooh,
You always show up out of nowhere.
Why you?
Monami, it's not good to lie, you know.
Lie?
There's no way you wrote in that notebook.
Yeah!
After all, Monami can't even write.
I mean, Monokuma very, very well could be lying, but I think this may be another hint. Is this actually Chiaki's notebook? Huh?
What are you saying? Geez, I can write letters easily. I can finally write the letter B.
That's wrong!
No, you can't, because you got no fingers on your hands.
Phew!
See? Bullseye. I know, because I'm the same way too.
What?
Are you mad? Are you angry that I exposed a weakling like you?
way!
So that's what this is all about? You're seriously trying to crush me!
What are you saying?
There's no way a big brother would ever crush his little sister!
Except you've done it on numerous occasions throughout this whole game.
It looks like the time to settle things between us is getting closer every second.
Well, I wish you luck, Usami. Hey, I don't know why you're getting so serious, but is what Monokuma said true? He said you didn't write in that notebook. Is that true? Is it Chiaki's notebook? If so, who wrote in it?
Well, you know, it's, how should I put it?
Bye-bye.
Excuse me.
Hold on. Damn it, she totally ran away again.
Yep.
The same pattern as usual. Looks like it's a waste of time to try to get answers from her.
But still, I really wanted to ask her about that notebook. Well, actually, it might be better if I didn't ask her. But it is a truth bullet, isn't it? Bed? Alright.
Hey.
Maybe there's something hidden under his bed. It's a usual place for hiding things.
Yeah, like porn, or like files from Hope's Peak Academy, or rather the Future Foundation, and, or perhaps files from Hope's Peak Academy and the Future Foundation. Well, we should still check just in case. With no expectations and without thinking, I peeked under the bed and... there's something here. It's a plastic bag from the supermarket. It looks like there's something inside. What is this? A gas mask and gloves? Yeah, I concur.
These look like the real deal. Did he get these from the military base?
A gas mask and rubber gloves. He was hiding these under his bed. What did Nagito use this stuff for? Perhaps replacing the chemicals that were inside the fire grenades? Would be my guess?
Hajime.
Was there anything else under the bed?
Let's see. I peeked under the bed once again and started looking around the area where I found the supermarket bag, and... there's this small piece of paper on the floor. A piece of paper made of blue aluminum? It's like a cap? Like, just off the top of my head, that would be on like a push-up ice cream thing. It would cover the top, or, you know, something else like that, a cylindrical tube with a cap on it that you could just peel off.
A round, thin piece of aluminum, huh? It's similar to those seals that go over jars of unopened mayonnaise.
I get what you're saying, but does that mean this is just a piece of trash? No, it's probably very relevant.
Wait. Time out.
Who knows?
The question is, what was it sealing? It might be too soon to decide that. Alrighty. Refrigerator? There's a refrigerator.
Huh?
Nice. My cottage doesn't even have a refrigerator. I wonder where he got it from.
Yeah, me too. It's very unfair. Nagito probably supplied it himself.
Why would he go to the trouble of putting a refrigerator in his room? Does he really enjoy cold drinks?
It's probably full of poisons or something. As I talked with Chiaki, I opened the refrigerator out of curiosity. Be careful, could be trapped. Monokuma special poison? Really? Is that what the blue seal came from? For poisoning use only, okay. There really isn't much inside, but what is inside is significant. The only thing inside the refrigerator was a brown bottle.
For someone who likes cold drinks, it doesn't look like he's stocked very much.
But that bottle clearly isn't a drink, right? I mean, it's liquid, you could drink it. Really? It looks like some kind of dietary supplement to me. Protein powder, maybe? Maybe read the large print on it? I took the brown bottle out of the fridge and started reading the label. Exclusively made for poisoning someone to death? Hey, this is...
Could it be?
Yeah, it looks like poison. Poison? It looks like there's a warning label on the back. Let's examine it in a little more detail. But be careful with that bottle. Don't drop it. Be careful touching it too. It could have poison on the outside, and who knows whether it's contact or has to be ingested. Stop it. If you worry like that, I'm going to get nervous. I grabbed the bottle with my trembling hand and began reading the warning label on the back of the bottle. I have suspicions that the gas mask is pointing to with this, and the fact that the fire grenades didn't work to put out the fire. Maybe it was an accelerant inside the fire grenade. Perhaps he needed the gas mask so he could put this poison inside the fire grenades, which would be like overkill. I guess he wanted to make sure he died, so that when we threw the grenades, the poison would diffuse into the air. That's what I'm guessing we're going to find on the back of the label, is that it can diffuse into the air and be poisonous. Poison made specifically for killing someone. It's Monokuma's special poison. This enchanted liquid is highly potent. It takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though its volatility is low, the liquid is very dangerous when vaporized. Bingo! In a gaseous state, it is heavier than air, it breaks down in minutes, and is susceptible to hydrolysis. So it is possible for you to poison someone to death without any complications. Keep this liquid secure by storing it in a cool place in a glass or plastic container away from sunlight. This sure does look like a chemical made solely for poisoning someone to death. This refrigerator must be here to keep the poison secure. But where did Nagito get something like that? From Monokuma? Or maybe, well, sort of from Monokuma via the final dead room / octagon?
Well?
That question could apply to the bomb he used at the hotel too. Apply to the bomb? Yeah.
See?
There should be a reason Nagito was able to obtain such dangerous items. Yeah. The octagon inside the funhouse. This poison, he must have brought it with him from there too, right?
Perhaps.
He was probably hiding them somewhere on his body during the last class trial. He was hiding a bomb and poison during the class trial? Or maybe he was allowed to go back in? We don't know whether the funhouse is actually locked. Jeez, how dangerous. What would he have done if he accidentally tripped and broke the bottle? Just thinking about it scares me.
Hey.
Also, he already blew up the bomb he took with him at the lobby. But what about this poison? Huh?
See?
It looks like the bottle is less than half empty. Was it like this from the beginning? Or did Nagito use it? He used it. If so, where did he use it? In the fire grenades? I wonder, is there still a trap somewhere that hasn't been sprung yet? I hope not. I hope we're right about the fire grenades. Another trap?
Perhaps.
For example, maybe he was making some kind of trap using this poison before he died. If that actually exists, it'd be real bad. It could potentially kill everyone on this island. Everyone on the island? Yeah, if it were vaporized. What the hell? You know, I just thought also that the poison vapor may have also been why Monokuma was so insistent that we not enter the warehouse right away. Nagito, are you still trying to make us suffer? Are you still trying to make us suffer even after you died? And is it just the bookcase? Shower room? Since it's structured just like my room, the shower room is over here. Looks like there aren't any clues here. Well, what about the bookshelf then? There are a lot of books and other mysterious items stuffed on this shelf. How about a couple of files? The genres and the types of items are all so random, I can't make any sense out of them whatsoever.
Well?
They say a shelf is a mirror that reflects a person's heart. Do they now? I definitely don't know much about Nagito just by looking at this. So what should we do? It'd be really difficult to look through all these piles. That doesn't mean we should ignore it, though.
Yep.
I'll leave it to you then, Hajime. Wait, what? It's better if a boy goes through another boy's things, you know? There might be private stuff here. I think we can get over that, but sure. Well, that might be true, but...
See?
So, I'll leave this shelf to you. I think I just got persuaded to do this without realizing it. I sighed and walked toward the shelf. One by one, I started removing the various books and items and examining each one. I only care about files at this point. But even as I examined them carefully, there were still a bunch of random books and items. There's no way there are any clues here. Except... Huh? Yeah. Flashback number 10 million. But be prepared because there are sure to be 10 million and one. At least. Nagito said this only contained information about me, but is that really true? It's very thick. I think he's very much lying. In fact, I think he confirmed that earlier. If I look at this, it should be obvious, right? And he said I was from the reserve department and had no talent whatsoever? That might be another one of his lies too. I opened the file I held in my hand to confirm that. Instantly, I realized something was strange. If this really was only my information, then why is this file so thick? As soon as I opened it, it was clear to me, just as I thought. Nagito had lied to me. Aside from my information, there was information about the others, Kazuichi, Fuyuhiko, Akane, and Sonya. And everyone who died had pages of information about them too. The file contained information on all 16 of us. Only my information, my ass. I can't believe he'd make up such a strange lie. So that means the rest of it might be a lie too? I turned to the page containing my information and began reading through the content. The profile contained basic information such as my date of birth, my height and weight, and so forth. But there was one thing specifically that caught my eye. The words, reserve course student. I'm sorry, Hajime. It doesn't matter though, okay? It doesn't matter. You have been one of the most useful people on this whole thing. There was no denying it. It confirmed that I truly was a reserve course student from the reserve department. Why is this the only thing that isn't a lie? Why am I the only one here who's from the reserve department? Why am I here with all the other ultimates?
Hey.
Hajime, did something happen? Oh well, I just found a strange file. Isn't that the special prize Nagito received when he cleared the final dead room? As I recall, your student profile should be in there. It's not just my profile. The profiles of everyone on this island are in here too. Nagito was lying.
Huh?
When you say everyone, do you mean everyone? Yeah, it's just basic information, but there should be profiles for all 16 of us. Can I take a look at that file? Chiaki leaned against me and peered into the file.
You're right. My profile is really in here. But unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any details.
Details?
About her school life, her forgotten memories?
Details about our missing memories. Information about the time we spent at Hope's Peak Academy. If it's not written in there, these profiles might have been written before we entered the academy.
And it's impossible to obtain new clues from them.
Yeah, seems like it.
Oh, hold on.
Huh?
What happened? I just noticed it right now, but...
The file. His name isn't in there, right?
Byakuya? What is the name of the person who was Byakuya?
There's supposed to be 16 names worth of profiles, but his name is the only one missing, right?
Are you sure there aren't 16 names and one of them's just not Byakuya? Or are you talking about someone who's literally missing from the book?
What are you talking about?
Byakuya. I'm talking about Byakuya Togami.
Okay.
Look carefully. No matter where I look, I don't see his name anywhere.
What is the name that you see that you don't recognize?
No way!
So what if a name isn't written in the file? Perhaps it's based on that. Perhaps, based on that, you think he might be the traitor.
No, it's not just because his name isn't written in here. That's not the only reason I think he's suspicious. He participated in the killing school life at Hope's Peak Academy, right? For someone like him to be in a similar situation on this island? No matter what, it's definitely suspicious.
Well, it pains me to say this, but... what you're saying about the missing name and about the killing school life...
Too bad.
it's totally wrong. There's a completely different reason.
Yeah, it was an imposter of some sort. A different reason? Is this where we finally bring this to light?
You're getting all riled up.
How should I put this? You guys have been getting all worked about that Byakuya for no reason. Which means the great mystery that you think surrounds Byakuya doesn't exist.
I like how it says that Byakuya in highlighted text there.
You're basing it on one person's cheap speculation.
What do you mean?
What the heck?
You don't have to ask me that. You know the answer just by looking through those profiles, right?
Huh? My eyes turned back to the file. One by one, I started flipping through the pages and confirming the names. And suddenly, I came across a page that was filled with question marks. The ultimate imposter. So we don't get an actual name. But that's fine. Now we know who it was. Sorta. Every section was filled with question marks. It could barely be considered a student profile. On that page, I was only able to confirm one thing. Ultimate imposter?
That's that Byakuya's true identity.
True identity?
He was a fake that was pretending to be the ultimate affluent progeny Byakuya Togami.
A fake?
Hey,
The fact that his profile is filled with question marks isn't a mistake or an oversight. Surprisingly enough, that's the correct information regarding him. The ultimate imposter has no name, no permanent address, and even his age and gender is unknown.
And yet you say he.
Basically, he doesn't exist.
Or they, if you want to use a gender-neutral pronoun.
Because they don't exist, they are able to exist as anybody. That's their talent. Though I'm not jealous of that at all.
That person wasn't really Byakuya Togami?
Perhaps.
Is that why he was so much fatter compared to when he was involved in the killing school life?
so cool.
His physique doesn't affect his ability to fool others at all. Real imposters are skilled like that.
Then he was lying to us the whole time.
But still,
He couldn't help it. What? Why couldn't he help it? That's who he is.
oh,
'Cause that was his talent. What? Well, having a talent means you're also bound to that talent. The moment you obtain talent, your way of life has already been chosen for you. You can't do anything else except rely on that talent. regardless of whether you want that life or not.
In that sense, compared to the other ultimates, your life might be a bit more liberating.
What the hell?
Anyway,
I'm not happy that you guys fell for a scam that I had nothing to do with.
that's right.
So I'll tell you straight up, this revelation about Byakuya is exactly the truth.
Then, what was he trying to say to me at that time? He was saying that he wanted to open up to you. And thanks again for the flashback.
Based on the context, if I had to guess,
No.
maybe he was just complaining that he was cursed to wander the earth as nothing more than a fraud. But if you guys had your school memories, you never would have been betrayed in the first place. I mean, it'd be different if you were meeting him for the first time. But since you guys went to Hope's Peak Academy, you should have known about the ultimate imposter already.
So, in the end, it all leads back to memory loss.
Geez, the Future Foundation sure is awful. There's no way you should ignore Monami or the traitor.
Yeah. Your ruse is not going to work on us, sir. Who is it? Who's the traitor? Just from looking at these 16 profiles, I still wouldn't know who's from the Future Foundation. Is there really someone like that?
Of course.
Well, obviously you wouldn't know. I made that file so you guys couldn't find out.
Could it be?
So, it's just as I thought. You're the one who did it.
Hey,
The fact that there are 16 profiles in there is what's wrong. I mean, the traitor is a spy sent by the Future Foundation, not a student from Hope's Peak Academy.
Yeah, so there should only be 15 profiles, but... You made a fake profile for the traitor and included it in here?
correct.
It wouldn't be fun if you figured out who the traitor was so easily, right?
Except I think you just confirmed our theory. I believe the reason Chiaki was so eager to look at the file and seemed almost surprised that she was in there is because she is the traitor. Not really a traitor. I think the Future Foundation, and by extension Chiaki and Usami, are actually on the student's side, not Monokuma's.
Hey.
Then we can't use this file to figure out who the traitor is. That was true for Nagito too, right?
Well, probably.
All right.
It's dripping with despair, isn't it? You wasted your precious time on something that isn't a clue.
What about the other Future Foundation file? Is that here too?
Are you sure about this?
Was that a wise decision? Time's up, you know.
Time's up. Wait, time for the trial?
Bye-bye.
Excuse me for a moment.
That chime just now.
What is most important for living things? Well, personally, I think time is. I mean, your bank account may go up and down, but time will inevitably run out, right? That's why we gotta cherish time. There is nothing more wasteful than wasting time. So, time's up. We will begin the last class trial. So please gather at Monokuma Rock. I'll see you soon.
Well, I guess we're to it now then, huh? The last class trial. From the bear's mouth himself. The last class trial? He said that, right? He said the last class trial?
Yep.
Yeah, I heard it too. He really did say it was the last class trial. What do you think? Should we believe him? Monokuma seemed anxious about the Monokuma timer earlier, right? 2 more days? He said something about the killing school trip ending, right? Based on the time limit, This might definitely be the last one.
But still,
But I can't imagine it's the real end.
Huh?
I think Monokuma's real plan might be just beyond that.
Oh dear. His real plan? Is Monokuma still planning to make us do something? What could it be? Maybe after putting us through all this, he's planning to kill the remaining survivors all at once?
well,
But still, it's not a good idea to think about it too much. I think we should focus on the class trial that's waiting for us first.
Yeah, you're right. A class trial for Nagito's murder. We're pretty screwed. I haven't collected my thoughts because we were so focused on this file. It's okay, Hajime, I got your back. I think we'll figure it out. I still can't see who killed Nagito.
but still.
Nagito killed Nagito.
Well, you don't have to worry so much.
Huh?
Right?
I mean, we're not fighting this alone, you know?
You're right. You're absolutely right. We're not alone. Even if it's a mystery that can't be solved alone. As long as everyone cooperates and works together. Yeah, if we can do that, things will turn out just fine. Okay, well, we are about to start the trial, but as this episode has drug on longer than I intended for it to, I got really caught up in the narrative. I hope you guys did too. We will begin the trial in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, let me know in the comments and by leaving a like below. And of course, subscribe if you'd like to see more in the future. I have been Tevaron, and until next time, friends, be excellent to each other.